And welcome back, everybody. This is episode 10 of Shino's Let's Play Vintage Story 1.15. Thanks for joining me. So, last episode, we were able to use the crucibles and make some 10 bronze, which we poured into these three molds: one for a hammer, one for a long blade, and one for a pickaxe. And the reason we're doing that in the beginning is because we're going to have to, we're going to need to go mine some more. I was just looking at my resources. It looks like I've got enough for at least one more ingot or one more mold, and that's not going to be enough. We're going to need to make an anvil, and we're going to have to use that anvil for making a lot more ingots, but to do that we're going to need more ore. So we're going to need the pickaxe for it and the hammer. That sword is going to be to take care of that wolf that's been prowling around us for, since episode 3? So realizing I'm having a little bit of audio problems. Let me see if I can... Let's see if that's better. So I've been fighting some audio problems. I've noticed on the episodes that have been released that I've had moments where my words are not going through, and that's because of the noise suppression filter that I had set up, and the noise gate. I think I had it set at a point that was restricting some of my volume and some of my words from going through. So I made some adjustments, and it seems like I'm going a little too hot right now on the mic. So I'll keep playing around with it, see what I can figure out. So let me know in the comments below how this is sounding. If it's too hot, let me know. So one of the other things that we've done in between episodes is I did install mods. I originally, if you remember, I think in episode 2 I was talking about how I had originally started recording a series and hadn't started releasing anything yet, and that was because of timing of when I was going to do it. And then I started having some audio problems and video recording problems on that series. And by the time I got it figured out, I was just starving. I couldn't find any food. I'd spent so many days working on mic and audio problems. So I scrapped it and started over. But one of the things that I wanted to make sure was that I had a fresh install of mods. So we're going to go over the list of mods. I'm going to try to figure out how to put them in the description area below, but one of the most important ones that I got is carry capacity. And anybody who has been a part of Vintage Story for any period of time will know that carry capacity is one of those mods that everybody that plays it says this needs to be in the base game, and I agree. The mod was created by copygirl. Absolutely fantastic. I think it's gone through 4 iterations, and it's just been recently updated for Vintage Story 1.15. Now I'm using 1.15.2, and so for this to work, you have your normal, any of your storage devices. We're going to demonstrate on this here on the vessel. So you have to empty out your offhand, which is this area right here, and then you have to have an empty spot in your action bar. So basically simulating having 2 empty hands. You hold the shift key and then right click and you'll see a timer and it'll pick it up. Now when you look off into something that you can't interact with and then do the exact same thing, it'll go away. And if I look, now it's on my back. Pretty cool, huh? So this gives me extra storage to take along with me. So this is going to come in really handy. And then to take it off, you just reverse the process, hold the shift, and then look at where you want to set it down at and place it down. So really handy mod when we're talking about being able to take care of problems as far as with your storage goes. the storage issues we talked about in the early part of the game, not having enough space for carrying stuff around, minimalized. This is going to help with that process. It's going to help us out tremendously. So that's one nice thing about it. Another mod that I installed is one for the ProPick. It's called VS Prospect Info. I like this. The game is set up in chunks, and so as you go in to use the ProPick, the chunk information that's recorded from that ProPick will stay on the map, so you can go back and look at it. Comes in real handy. You can do it manually, of course, by just recording it with a map pen, but that's time consuming. And I like to, whenever I'm down inside caves, just to grab the ProPick and just test it really quick just to see what I have available. Also installed more roads. This is really nice. I like the different roads that you can create using andesite, using all the different rocks, stones, and there's some pathways too that you can create, which are absolutely fantastic, using all the same base stones. So this creates a lot of immersion in the game to give you an opportunity to really make the world your own. And then for additional storage areas, we've added in the mods for better crates and better barrels, or better chests, I'm sorry. So you'll be able to create a copper chest, a tin bronze chest, and all the different metals. And as they go up, they increase their slots. So you have 48 in the steel. The copper chest has 24. And if you were just to create the normal wooden chest in the game, I think 16. So this is going to come in handy as we start to create our storage system. And then the barrels as well. Maybe I didn't get that one installed. I'll double check it. I think it's one that I did install. Oh, they put it under crates. Yep. So it's called better. It's called better barrels, I believe, but or maybe it is called better crates. Anyway, so there it is. And so same thing. You can create storage. Now this will hold a single item, and whatever the stack basis is, it can hold. For the simple one, it can hold 32 stacks. So when you're looking at wood that we have over here stacked in 16, so it could hold 32 stacks of 16 just for the basic one. So really handy. The way that I do things, we're going to need all of that storage space. Okay, so we talked a little bit last episode about the process for the ingots. We poured it in, and then it has to cool off to a certain point. These can interact with water. So even in rain can help cool these down faster. When you get into the smithing on the anvil, you'll be able to take that worked item and throw it into water, and it'll cool it off very rapidly. So we're going to go ahead and grab these, and we're going to make our first tin bronze tools. Actually, our first metal tools, aren't we? So let's start off with a sword. There we go. And then we're going to do our pickaxe. And we're going to put pickaxe right there. And the hammer. Now, we're not going to use the hammer very much while we're out and about. That's going to be something that we're going to pretty much just leave right there for when we need it. And then we'll go and grab what we're going to be harvesting here shortly. In fact, let's see what time it is. 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So, in preparation for what is going to be taking place here in a little bit, I'm going to clear out a little bit of space here in my inventory. We're going to grab some clay. And you guys are going to be familiar with this. You've seen me do this. I think I need to... we're going to make some stuff here. We're going to make one thing. We're going to make an anvil mold. Oh, did I make one already? You know what? I may have made one already. It may be down... Nope, it's not. Okay. Yep. And between episodes, I did throw in, I wanted some more torches. Pardon me. Let me get a drink of coffee here. Alright. So what we need to make is the Anvil mold. And again, I go through and I set up each one of these for the different, so that way I can just scroll between to pick the mode that I want. And we're going to set this on the 3x3, hold down the Alt, so that we're not bobbing and weaving around. Go. Scroll down to the 2. And the 1. Really does speed things up. I was watching a YouTuber that I enjoy watching, and I've mentioned her before, Hypnotic. She likes to be called Hippie. And I was watching her in her latest series that she's doing. And she was complaining about having to make some of the mold items, about how slow it was. So hopefully, Hippie, if you're watching any of my series, I just shared a nice little tip with you on how to do that. I'll make it go a little easier for you. Go check out her channel. Love watching her. My wife says, man, her voice is so soothing, and she's a fun person to watch play the game. All right. And this is going to take quite a bit of clay, and I would love to get this into a kiln while we go out and start getting the rest of our stuff. And I may not have enough clay to finish this off. We'll see. So just recently, as most YouTubers, we will record in advance and then release on a schedule. And so this is, I'm actually recording this at the end of the first week of this series going live. Been very happy with the response. Like I said, I've never done any recording before. So this is my first series, my first YouTube videos, and so and starting off it's always slow in the beginning, but I've been very happy with what I've been seeing so far from the response from people. So thank you very much on that. Just continue to ask, bear with me, enjoying this journey along with you, and hopefully you're having as much fun as I am. And if you are enjoying yourself, again, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, hit the notifications. That way whenever I upload more content, you'll be able to get notified of it. I am still going to continue to do the 3-day a week right now. I am talking about doing another series here shortly on Vintage Story, and then I may go back to some of my Minecraft stuff and maybe actually record some for that as well. So lots to do. Okay. So we have a couple of things that we want to do. First and foremost, we're going to put this in here. And I did not bring any. Nope, I didn't. Going to need some straw. Luckily, been building some up. And we're going to fire this. Here we go. Now, we're going to eat up a little bit. And I want to take a quick peek and see if I can find that wolf. I have a sword, so I'm feeling pretty bold now. See if we can find out where the wolf went. Now, I probably will get pretty quiet during this because I'm not going to lie. I don't want to die. I was playing in my other series and had a video problem. I actually had it was early on, and I was going after a wolf just like this, and I was backing up away from the wolf as they were charging at me, and just as they lunged at me, I hit a hole behind me and fell down into a cave, and I mean way down in that cave, and died on impact. But as I was going down, the wolf was falling with me, and so I was hitting him with my sword on the way down. Hit the bottom, and of course died. And I turned around to look at the timestamp because I was like, "Oh, that's a perfect clip." Turn that into something. Anyways, that's when I realized I hadn't hit record yet. I was doing the in-between stuff, so I was like, no. I don't know where that wolf went to. I guess he saw the sword getting made last night and decided he didn't want to have anything to do with that, so. Alright. We'll keep an eye out. They show back up, we'll go after them. Okay, let's do some mining. So you'll remember on the map I was putting some tick marks down identifying where ore deposits were at. So now what we do is we're going to go gather those up. And I'm going to unload as much as I can out of my inventory right now. We're doing this just simply because I don't want to get bogged down. I want to be able to save some space here for the important stuff, right? Alright, let's see. I'm going to eat that rye grain. I'm going to plant those cattails. And I'm going to leave that charcoal behind. Okay. Let's do this. I am really excited about this right now, guys. This is the best part for me. Because once we get this anvil made, we get the we start doing metal smithing. We're going to be able to make our saw blade. We're going to be able to make the chisel, and that's where things are going to get a lot of fun. Oh, that's another mod. I did install Extended Workbench. Extended Workbench. This game has a chisel mechanic in it for chiseling blocks. It's just really cool, and I love doing it. It's something that I'm not real good at, but it's something that I am becoming better at, and I want to become much better at it. So I'm going to be incorporating that into our series. Baby Pig's grown up yet? Not yet. I'm going to be incorporating that into our series. So one of the things that we're going to want to do in this game, I think this was, let's work from the back side and work our way back in, because I want to go up there and grab some of that tin too. But one of the things that I definitely want to do is a lot of chisel work. And Extended Workbench is a mod that allows you to copy. You put in the blocks that you use to create your chisel block, and then you can copy it over instead of doing all the chiseling again. So I am looking forward to that. I really am. One of my other series that I've been doing, my home one, just for playing around, I've been doing a Japanese village, and been having a lot of fun with that. Look at us, we're able to break blocks now. Okay, so there's ore. We talked about finding surface ore, and that once we we can find it on the surface, and that would indicate that there was some ore down below. Now this is poor quality, but trust me when I tell you, tin is one of those that goes a long way. So finding a deposit of this size this early is going to pretty much provide a lot of the tin that we're going to need for the rest of this game. Because we're going to try to, once we get through the tin part of it, we're going to move as quickly as we can into the Iron Age. Okay, so I can now, I'm going to eliminate that. Alright, and we're going to go find, he's out here. Yep. So been having, like I said, seeing the videos going out, going live has been a lot of fun. You know, when you're first starting out, you have a lot of family members that will watch your videos for you and things like that. And so it has not been, first starting off, it was, seeing a couple videos come out, and it would be my, me, my wife, one of my kids, something like that, just a few videos. And then I got my first real subscriber, which was absolutely fantastic. So I really do appreciate that. Ended up starting to see, I think I mentioned this earlier, got my first like, that was probably a friend or a family member. But then I started seeing more likes showing up, so that's fantastic. So I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate the support, the encouragement. I'm here to make these videos because, one, I really enjoy this game. I believe in the development team. They've done an absolutely fantastic job, and I think this is a game that can have a lot of success. And so I want to be able to be out here sharing it with as many people as I possibly can. So hopefully some people come and join us along the ways. Okay. We need one more there. And we'll get our way out. And I think this is tin. This is copper over here too. Okay, and I didn't have this one marked, but I had that one marked, so let's clear it off. We'll delete it off as well. And how are we doing? Alright, so we've got 35. It's pretty good. So we're going to dig in right here as well. And grab these. Let's see, what else have we done? Well, for the channel wise, we did get a new logo that was created for us, which is absolutely fantastic. So I've been able to change the logo on my screen. We got an intro video that was created, which is, I think, looks absolutely fantastic. That's interesting. Let's go down just a little bit more here. Ah, there it is. Yep, so we got a new intro video, which I'm absolutely loving. And the new logo. So, kind of neat. The original logo that I had was the Shino Hakobi-te name that was written in kanji, and I wanted something that was in the hiragana text. So I was able to get that for me as part of the logo branding. So that was nice. All right, that's a good amount of copper. That's a good amount of copper. Okay. So I'm going to throw down a piece of this granite gravel here. We'll climb out. Yep, it's really, these gravel pits are really nice for finding it. I know I mentioned that earlier, that I'd always struggled early on in the game until I realized these gravel pits were a lot easier to see. See, here's some more over here. So a lot easier to see where the metals are at. I'd like to find one more tin if I could. Would be nice. Let's see, is that our... Yeah, that's going down towards our trader down there. Alright. And I'm also... See, look, here's a nice large deposit. Now, I have a hunch that when you see large amounts of copper on the surface like this, that it usually means that the copper that's down below is of a higher grade. So you saw the other one that we did that was kind of larger than the first one, had medium quality copper in it. So we're going to check this. We're going to test the theory here. I'm going to gather up all these nuggets while we're here. We're going to test this theory out. I know, I see it there. I just want to make sure I can kind of create an area. There we go. Medium. Okay. So yeah, that's twice now we found those large deposits like that, and twice it's been medium. So that's probably a pretty good way of determining quality of the copper that's down below. It also identifies how far over in each direction it goes. Ooh. And about how crushed you can get. Yeah, that's I did turn, or I left the basic instability on. You can set it up so that even dirt will be will have instability in it. I'm not a big fan of that. I understand it. I'm a fan of gravity. Don't get me wrong. Just not a fan of dying from stupid things, and as I've told you all before, it's for me, I have a tendency to do a lot of stupid things anyway, so being punished for my stupidity a lot of times is not a fun thing to do, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, so one more there. Gather up all the goodies. As you see, we did take a little bit of damage there, and that's an interesting one as well. If you click on the / you can bring up your chat window, and you have damage log that shows up there, so you can see 1.8 hit points through crushing. You can go through and look at all the different things that have happened in the game. By reviewing that. Alright, I think that's good. I think we're going to head back. We are going to cook up this, make us some more tin bronze, probably make another pickaxe, need to start making some ingot molds if we haven't already. Oh, I heard a wolf. Oh. Heard a wolf pup. And more copper. Right now we're on the hunt. I had a. Well, I already told you what happened in the other series. Yeah, that was one of those moments that when it happened, I was like, "Oh, that was so awesome!" But end result was I died in the game, lost all my stuff. I had to go back to try to retrieve it. But once I usually get a sword, it's usually when I become emboldened, and it's like, "Yep, all right, let's go kill him." I am not seeing anything else. I do want to go just a little farther afield this way if I can. We'll make our way back around. Actually, I may have to call it here. It's been 30 minutes. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to call this episode here, episode 10, and I'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll start episode 11. Take care.